Good morning, Cryptoverse. Good day to ya. Howdy, partner. 3, 2, 1. Hello, land of crypto land. Hello, Cryptoverse. Greetings, Bitcoiners in the land of YouTube. We'll go with that one. So, my last video, I was talking about, let's see here, I was talking about this. We were at about 63 on this green candle. We've opened up a new one red. I was talking about it coming down. There it is, coming down. So sometimes I make videos, and because I know what I'm talking about, I just kind of sometimes don't fill in the gaps because I know what I'm talking about, but other people don't know what I'm talking about. So I need to be a gap filler and fill in the gaps. Okay, I've got these white horizontal lines. I was talking about recent 2 videos back talking about a huge dump and pump coming. And then my last video, I clarified what I was talking about. This red line, October 29th, is the CME monthly expiration, futures expiration date of Bitcoin. And it has a habit of breaking down to these vertical lines basically every single month. I'd been showing these white lines where Bitcoin might bounce. So my last video, I clarified before it happened, this wasn't the big pump I was talking about. And needs to dump down towards this red line first. It needs to bottom out somewhere around here. Usually it's any time from like now to like November 2nd or 3rd. So if we go back and look, well, real quick, I want to say I'm actually eyeballing this to come down further. See how it bounced off 59,000, this white line, and I'm expecting it to come back down. I think it might be coming back down into the 50. We could probably put another white line here, actually, looking at it. This could be another possible bounce area right about in here, like so. Say 55.5, 55,500. These lines aren't exact, but that ballpark, right? You can see it clearly bounced down here before, after I talked about this line. 59.5, I have this line drawn in about 59.1, 59.2. There it is, 2 daily wicks right off it. I'm actually expecting this to come down here hard in the next few days, and maybe it's off this 55. I'm kind of looking at 52. A couple of videos back, I was talking about maybe to 48. I don't think it'll be that severe, but I am expecting a pretty good dump coming. Now I'm not betting on this. I'm not day trading it. It's just what I think. I still have my order open that I've been in since middle of August. For those of you who've been watching that, that's still rolling along. And I want to talk about that in this video. Just try to make it about this one issue here. So anyways, I think that's what we're probably looking at next couple of days. This red line is October 29th, Friday. This is currently Tuesday, October 26th. I am looking for a dumpage. I'm still looking for the big dump. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like this. Now, it could be, it could come across here, and it might be a couple of days later, But my last video, I was talking about the dump, and I left out the pump part. Don't forget about the pump part. If it comes down here, right, there's likely to be a pump the first week in November. That's just how this structure is working. Say it just comes back down to 59,100 again, that first white line on top. It kind of comes down here and messes around for a couple of days and watch for the pump, right? So basically, wherever it bottoms out at, watch for the pump. I neglected to say that in my last video. I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to stutter about right now. The real big pump I was talking about a couple of videos will come when this bottoms out here, right? This one here on the bottom out on the October 23rd. That's not the true bottom, I don't believe. Now, if it comes back down here, around this line and bottoms out here, that's probably the true bottom. And then watch for the pumpage. But I'm pretty sure it's coming down to at least 55.5 area, give or take. I'm pretty sure it's going to look something like that. It could come down. It does, it could be. It doesn't have to be right in the white lines, but a lot of bots and programming is out there, and these are likely spots. So, it could be severe, right? But anyways, what I'm trying to say in this video is this first week of November, like this box right here. See this little box, this little rectangle I'm drawing here. somewhere in here, you're going to probably see early November pumpage, right? To the right of the red line, you're probably looking at pumpage. To the left of the red line, next few days, you're likely looking at dumpage. That's just how this has been playing. So I guess I'll make this video short. I just want to say one more thing, comparing it to other monthly cycles. There's been a few months where it's happened this late in the month, and let me point these out to you. Here in February 26th was the last Friday of the month, and this dump didn't start until February 23rd, and it really wasn't anything. February 24th, 2 days before. Let's zoom in on that. Oops, make sure I'm giving you the right information exactly. February 23rd, 3 days before, is when the major dumpage happened. And then it actually pumped back up. And then the day, it looked like, oh, just a dip, right? Haha, no, boom, the day before. Boom, look at it. And then the day right on it, another big dump. And then 2 days after, it proceeded to continue to dump. March 1st, big green pumpage, right? So this is what I want to talk to you about. To the right of the red lines, I probably don't talk about enough. I might have been confusing on that in the recent history of my videos. To the right of these red lines, you're looking at big green pumps. Sometimes they start actually on the left side, like here. I've been comparing this recent pump to the Elon Musk hype, the Tesla hype. A few weeks ago, I was comparing, and then I was also comparing it to the Coinbase. But let's just go back to the Elon Musk one here. How similar the structure has been. Now we're real late in the month. Just a few days before major dumpage, left of the red line, and then the big green pumpage away, starting the first week of March, the first week of the following month. There's another one that started late in the month. Where was that at? Here's one that started late in the month. Basically, March 22nd. The futures date closure was 26, 4 days before. These can be severe, like this one here. 5 days before was there, and it was a 27% dump. So February and March, March had the dump actually started in the middle of the month, but the rebound came way back up, and a few days before major dumpage. So I am looking for major dumpage. I said this in the video I made yesterday when we were up here at 63,000 on this big green one. I said, probably getting rejected right now. Might touch 64. And look at that. It went up and touched, 64, 63, 9, 64 area. Just this might be one of the best charts you find on YouTube. I may have done an injustice to my channel talking about dump videos back here, just assuming that people watching understood that when the dumps were over, there was pumps, right? I saw a lot of comments. Oh, you're always calling the dump. You know, just keep saying dump, and when it happens, you'll be right. So, I'll be more clear in my videos, right? After the dumps come pumps. After the dumps come pumps. After the red line dumps come pumps. To be more clear, this green one here is the exact same structure. It just got started too early. A little bit of extra manipulation here. If you just move this over to the right, you can see this red one was dumping down to the date. This would have been another red line. And then this giant green pump. See? So that's what I'm looking for here. Again, this isn't a guarantee, but I'm probably looking like this over the next couple of days. From probably October 28th to like November 1st, 2nd. Looking for this dump to come down here in this ballpark. I'm thinking maybe now 55,000 area, and then watch for the big pumpage. Perhaps here, like I said earlier, just look where I got these white lines marked. It's not an exact science. Oh yeah, one more thing. I just want to throw in here real quick. I've been kicking around. There's been someone in the comments talking about this being a triple top, this whole cycle. That may not be the case. It may be the case. But I got to look in here, and we had this whole thing here was a giant head and shoulders. right, that broke up. Head and shoulders generally will break down. But I got to looking, and I was thinking, what if this is another head and shoulders here? Or if it's the same type structure? See what I'm saying? Say it comes down here, and we hit the dump, and it comes back up here, right? And then maybe the next month it does it repeats kind of like this, right? And then boom, right down here, and it goes like this. I'm a little off center there, but see what I'm saying, right? Another head and shoulder structure like this, right? And then say it, say boom, boom, we come back down here, and then we come back up here and do something like this, right? And then boom, right? I actually drew this one too tall up here, but I just got to thinking, what if this is 3 head and shoulder patterns? This peak here is too tall. Chop that off right there. Act like above there doesn't exist. What if we have 3 giant head and shoulders? Like, well, here's a head and shoulder by itself. Here's a head and shoulder. Here's a head and shoulder. And those 3 head and shoulders combine. This one actually is taller. See the peak here is taller. This peak is taller than this peak. So say this one tops out at 65,000 here, right? So this one will be the tall peak up here. So what if we have a giant head and shoulders, right? So we could literally be, this is just super speculation, but it's worth looking at. We could be looking at a range. Say, let's draw in a white line here, and let's draw in a white line here. And for our mind's sake, let's change the colors. Oh, there it is. Way up there. I hit it. I couldn't find it. Let's make it yellow. Let's make these ones yellow. In between the yellow lines could be a range that we stay in for the next year or something, right? This is the idea I just started kicking around. Like, this is just super future speculation. And my scribble here is too high and right. Just imagine this is down lower. We could be looking at a range from, say, 29,000 to 68,000. Or where do we top out at? 67,000, right? That yellow line is a little too tall. Let's bring them down just a touch. Right about there. You know what I'm saying, all right? We could be looking at a range like that. It's good to speculate about this, because if this were to come true, there could be some great long-term swing trading type opportunities. But anyways, I'm looking for big crevices in the immediate future. These big crevices, like $10,000 crevices, and then we might be dealing with $30,000 long-term crevices, right? And then maybe some $20,000 pumps and dumps. So that's kind of interesting. We could kind of be in between a bear market and bull market, kind of like a super cycle. Kind of a weird pattern you might not ever really see anywhere. Just the nature of what's going on with Bitcoin right now. This could be, right? 3 giant head and shoulders form to make one enormous head and shoulders, right? Let me clear that up a little bit. Right, boom, right, like this, right, boom, right, like that, boom, right, like that, right, so boom. Let's get that in there so you can see it. Okay, so you done watching me scribble? One giant head and shoulder pattern over the next 12 months, combined with the last 12 months, like a 2-year head and shoulders. But anyways, that's enough speculation. I hope you enjoyed this. As always, thanks for watching.